Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Happy Thursday. I'm
Happy
Miko.
Thursday. And I'm Sam.
How you doing today, Sam? You doing okay?
Girl, I'm great. I'm great. It's a new day. It's a new opportunity. I mean, like, what more can we ask for? How are you?
No, I'm a blessed girl. Feeling good, feeling favored, happy to be
Good.
alive. Happy about
I
the
know that's
topic,
right.
you guys. Hopefully you guys are staying hydrated in this heat.
Mm-hmm.
Stay
Right?
prayed up. There's so many things that's going on in this world today. Have you heard about that collapse of that building? I meant to say something about that. It's
Yeah.
so many things. So we just hope that you
Yeah.
guys are staying prayed up, getting what you need.
That
Therefore,
was
we
that
want
was
to give
something.
you some nuggets
Mhm.
today. We want to
Okay.
give you some nuggets today. As far as our topic today, we want to talk about how to put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Yes.
new friends, as far as business opportunities, as far as even old friends. You got to put yourself out there. Maybe there's something has been disconnected and you want to rekindle. Like you have to put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? And as develop new
Yes.
outlets like that. So, Sam, do you want to get us started off as far as that with maybe some tools like, what should we give the people? Or, we want y'all to chime in too. So remember you know, so what are you thinking, girl?
Sure. I'll talk about how I put myself out there concerning, the Tampa Bay Collard Green Festival, concerning my two books. Basically, I my business partner,
Hmm.
um, he knows a lot of people, right? He knows a lot of people, and I think that's part of the thing. You got to get around people who know people. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you know, it's always who you know.
No.
It's always who you know. So he's very connected. I'm not saying I'm not, but he's just connected to a different group of people. I'm connected to a different group of people. So we were like in each other's circle, and that's how our nonprofit, for lack of a better word, got out there a little bit. Also, when you meet these people, when you get these cards, when you're having these conversations, you also got to follow up. Like, you got to follow up with these people. You have to set meetings. You have to show up. You need to be intentional. You need to think about what's your goal. What's your long-term goal? Where do you see, how can this person work with you? How can you contribute? Because it's not about what you can get. It's always about giving too.
Yeah.
It's about what can you give and what can they give to benefit the both of you. So that's just at a high level.
Uh-huh.
That's just what I've done. I must say that as far as what like First Book Club publishing and some other stuff I got going on, I will say that I have not gotten that part of my business out there. And I'm gonna be honest. Um the biggest reason is because I know once I do, I'm going to be bombarded and overwhelmed,
Yeah.
and I'm not ready. I'm not ready to take on that kind of a workload. So my work that's come in from First Book Club, glory to God, is from word of mouth.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me. And sometimes I'm overwhelmed with that a little bit. You know
Girl,
what I'm
this is
saying?
a
But right,
conversation. Yes, we need to
girl,
have
I'm trying to
it.
tell you, like, I am overwhelmed with what is coming in, because
Yeah.
it wasn't what I expected, but it really opened another portal for my business, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
for the rest of 2021, you guys, I'm basically gonna build that structure that I need
Yeah.
so that I can accept this business, because I'm really not in it to not win. I absolutely want to win,
Yeah.
but I realize that there's some SOPs I need to write up. There's people who I need to bring in place to replace me so that I can go and do other things. So that's basically what I've done and not done to
Yeah,
get
no,
myself out
Sam,
there.
that is so awesome. I mean, and that's a
Mhm.
conversation that we need to have. This is so
Okay.
great because you guys, if you guys are listening, listen. I mean, it's so true that you have to put things in place like that, and you see
You
how
do.
you have to do that because I'm doing the same things. You know what I'm saying? You have to go at your own pace. Like you said, this word
Right.
of mouth is enough for me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because I don't want to
yes.
be overwhelmed.
Yes.
Listen, that's a nugget for you guys because you don't want to be
Yep.
overwhelmed. A lot of times,
You
with
don't.
so many great things going on in this world today with the PPP loans and with people just making money from your own self. Listen, we are doing the same things. I have the same situations and the same issues that she's saying that she, you know, like I'm good with what I have right now. Can I do more? Yes, that's what I said. Like I can do more in terms of not just posting my books. Hey y'all, go get brain food. Hey y'all, go get Chase and Chase. You know what I'm saying? You can, this is the entertainment that you can get from me. I'm okay with where I am with myself. Do I want more? Of course, but I want to make sure that I can handle what can come and what's going to come. Because guess what? Right now, if I get flooded, thanks be to God, I think I can handle it. I don't think I really can handle it. Can I handle $1 million in sales? Woo, that's gonna be, I'm finna handle this. Oh, I'm gonna handle it. You know, do I have that revenue in front of me? No, I'm not trying to be crazy and say, oh, I can't. I'm gonna be like, hey, baby, listen, it's gonna take you about 3 weeks to get this book, but I got you. You know,
and it's gonna take you 4, and it's gonna take you.
I'm gonna be dedicated. Oh, I got my stuff. I got my ducks in a row as we speak. You see what I'm saying? But that kind of woo, it, you know, so that's why I want to tell people, listen, this is what you can get from this book, blah, 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 blah. But it's just like before, you know, but I have so many things that I have in place, and then I am trying to follow a certain protocol that I have for myself, a purpose that I feel like I have from God, you know, to where I do have to market myself. I have to rebrand myself and actually do certain things in a certain way. Girl, and I ain't gonna get back on this audience thing because we talked about it last week. But I have to get an audience, because what I have right now is just not, you know, it's good and I love my people, you know what I'm saying? But I, you know, in order for me to get to where I'm trying to go, but like I said, that was last week's conversation. But when we get on more of that type of topic, we'll get on there. But I'm working on all of that. So I get
it's a lot,
but I'm comfortable in my ducks in the row right now.
I'm telling you.
You know, and when
I'm telling you, it's like
with this hill, you know, with the stuff that I have coming. Go ahead, babe. I'm sorry, Sam. Go ahead.
I was just saying, no, you good, baby. It's a process. It's like, remember those little blocks we used to play with as kids, and you just keep building. You keep building, and you have to make sure you got that foundation right, because you know what I'm saying. It's good. Business is great. You know, it's great to have a lot of business, but you know, you have to be prepared for that. So, on top of that, guys, we actually have like 3 tips for you. On top of the things that we've learned in business ourselves that we wanted to share with you. I think the first one was, let's see, first of all, in order to get yourself out there, to get your brand out there, what you got going on, you gotta be open. And you're going to be uncomfortable. Like, you have to be open. Like, just imagine yourself behind a closed door. Everything else is outside, but you behind a closed door. How people gonna know about what you got going on if you won't come out the door and be open? And then on top of that, I hate to be, listen, I'm just gonna say this. Sometimes people can be jealous of what other people have going on, and they don't want to be open for whatever reason. And that's understandable, but where has that gotten you? You know, what you should be doing is, if someone is doing, I don't want to say better than you, but if they know more than you, you know, and if they're doing what it is that you want to do, that's who you need to be around. That's who you need to be gleaning from. Like, you might need to humble yourself just for a moment and see what they got going on and learn from them. I think a lot of people spend a lot of time being jealous of people they really need to be learning from. You know, these people could very well help you to go to your next level and beyond. If you just get outside of yourself. Miko, what you got about being open and being uncomfortable?
Well, you know, everything that you said, I did all, you know, being uncomfortable. What it says, like you said, you know, it may feel like a negative at first. Like when you're trying to be open, you might be like, oh, but it's really a positive when you're opening yourself up. But you've really covered it all. The second thing they need to do is communicate. You know what I'm saying? You have to communicate in every situation that you're dealing with, whether you're trying to meet new friends, whether you're trying to deal with your business ventures, whether you're trying to start a new outlet informing a different type of business, or you ain't even trying to start no business, blah, 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 with the business stuff. No, you want to work for whoever. You know what I'm saying? You still need some form of communication with whomever you're trying to grow with. You know, you can't, even though
absolutely
for yourself, if you work for Mr. Charlie, you still gonna have to communicate. with your supervisor,
Absolutely.
your public, and even if you're not dealing with the public, even if you're making phone calls, you're still going to have to practice communication in whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? You have
Absolutely.
to grow. You got to be open to work with somebody. You got to be open with your family. You got to be open with your friends. Boom. Do you got to be so open to it? You got to tell everybody your business. That's not what we're saying.
No,
You know?
not at all.
You know, I'm a little under the
Not
weather,
at all.
guys, so I'm trying to, you know, my voice is a little gravelly over here. But like I said, I mean, like she said, like you may have to get uncomfortable, but be open, and then communication, Sam. That was the next thing. Just being open and willing to communicate, because a lot of times people don't want to communicate, and I get it, and I understand why you don't communicate with people, because it's like, why, like why?
Right.
I get
like,
that.
well, I can figure it out. Right. I can figure it out. I can do this. I can do that. But to be honest, it's the squeaky wheel that gets the oil. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to say something. If you don't know, say something. That's the quickest way to find a resolution. Instead of trying to figure it out. You already got a million things going on. What you gonna add one more because you're too prideful to say you need help? Are you kidding me? You know, all these people out here who are well versed in what it is that you want to know.
Yeah.
You know, if you gotta pay for a course, pay for it.
Right.
You know, if you gotta pay to pick somebody's brain, pay for. I would rather, for me, if I see that someone is where I want to be, you know what I'm saying, and if I'm missing the next few steps, it's worth it to me to invest in myself instead of thinking I'm just giving away money. And that's a problem. And again, you know, I've got to bring this back around. We sometimes don't like paying people what they're worth. You know what I'm saying? We want a discount. We want it for free. We want the hookup.
Yeah.
But let it be you. Let it be you and your business, and somebody come to you sideways. No, they gonna have to pay you for them years that you failed. You know what I'm saying? For your years of expertise, for your blood, sweat, and tears, for the times where you was crying and you don't know what to do. You had to figure it out. No, I'm gonna need my coin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna need yours too. I mean, that's not fair. You don't go to Marshalls, you don't go to Walmart talking about I ain't finna pay, you know, $19.99 for this lamp. No. When you walked in Walmart, you knew what time it was. Yeah. You grabbed your carts, you walked around the store, you saw what you wanted, and then when it was time to pay, you ponied it up. You know, and for us as a people, I hear it too much in our community. You know, and I ain't finna pay for that. No, that's too much. It went too much for that Gucci belt.
Girl, you heard
it went too much for that Gucci little belly sack people be. I mean, like,
all of that.
And they don't run discounts. You're gonna pay what it is if you want to wear what they got. You know what I'm saying? And that's just another realization in our community. We just got to do better. We just have to do better with that. So that's why I'm at with communication. You know, let people know you need help. Reaching out and being like, listen, I don't know, I'm stumped. Listen, whatever it takes, you got to find out what it takes to get to the next level. And there's a saying in church, Miko, I don't know if you heard this before, and you know, I find it to be true, but you have to sow in the level that you're trying to reach. You have to sow whatever that means. Sow time. Sowing don't necessarily mean money. It means time. It means whatever is of value to you, you have to give that in order to get to the next level. There's just no way around that.
Yeah, it's not.
And I'm done.
Whatever seeds.
There's no way around that.
Like in order for whatever you wanted to grow, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be in some books, whether it be in selling products, whether it be in selling bras and panties, whether it be in cigarettes, you have to sow that seed in order for it to grow. So I hear it all the time. I hear all the sayings, you know what I'm saying? You know, the hard part is applying it. And the hard part is trusting in a spiritual being that's gonna be there for you, even when you can't trace it, even when you can't see it, even when your family and friends and people around you are not supporting this thing that, that we're talking about. Put all of your might in this thing, you know. Hey, some people, that stuff take off, but then some, like, you know, others, speaking for myself, you know, girl, it's a struggle. But guess what? When you have this spiritual being, that's that hard part that you're going to have to be able to lean on, and because themselves, like we both just said, and like right now, I'm speaking for both of us because we just said it. we good with what we got right now because we want more. What
Hey,
we doing is preparing ourselves for when that flood comes,
honey,
able to handle the flood, baby.
I'll be ready. I'm trying to tell you, come on
I want
in.
to take some professional pictures. I want to get me some weed. I want to do this. I want to, girl, I want to pop. I can do all of these things. I want to do all of these things. And I'm like, oh, and then sometimes I'll be scrolling. I'm like, oh, look at that. Oh, I need to do that. Or, ooh, oh, I love that. But I can't, I got to stay in the, stay what Miko could do. Will I get more followers if I put some lashes on and get beat to death? You know what I'm saying? I'm about Will, but I don't get bye. That's not my audience. You know what I'm saying? Because if you flood me right now, what the girls are gonna see is no eyelashes, baby. What they gonna see is wear your natural hair. But all at the same time, baby, if you get that, do it. I want to see it.
Right.
Come beat me, because I want to be beat at one point in time. You know, that's just not my thing, because I rub my eye too much. I love nails. I rub my eye too much. Nails done all the time, but at some point, baby, I can't do it. They got to be just natural. You know what I'm saying? They got to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Natural and good and hard. You know, so, but then again, in your lane, you got to be in Miko lane. But I ain't gonna never get them out to here. But hey, baby, do you? But it's just, you got, it's a balance. Like I tell my children, there is a balance. That's all, you know, that's it. But then the third point, as far as with this, we want to tell them to be patient. Be patient. You want to tell them to be patient. Be patient. Goes a long way in every situation. Yes, it's that patience part. Oh my gosh. Like, and patience really is, you know, it's hard because we live in a society where we got this microwave over here, and instead of, you know, cooking this meal that would take forever on the stove, I can go get the frozen kind, stick it in the microwave, and I can eat. But guess what? It's not gonna taste the same. It ain't the same. You fulfill your hunger. But I guarantee you're gonna be looking over there at your grandma's plate, talking about some, damn, I sure wish I'd have some of them black eyed peas. Yeah. Leave that beef stew sure look good. I sure wish I could have some of that homemade chicken pot pie over there. Yeah. You know, and that's what it means to be patient. Grandma knows the value. Girl, yeah. She knows the value. She know that food gonna be right. She know you're gonna be licking your fingers and licking your arms and licking the plate. You know, by the time you're done eating. And I go back to your seed analogy, Miko. I mean, nobody puts a seed in the ground today and go out tomorrow and expect to see a whole oak tree. Get out of here. Yeah. Like, go find something else to do. You know what I'm saying? Go set another goal. Yeah. Go do something else with your life. You know what I'm saying? Patience is a virtue. It's something that we all have to work to attain. That's what that means. I mean, like, it's a great quality to have when it comes to relationships, when it comes to business, when it comes to female friendships, male friendships, across everything in life requires patience. Yeah. And the sooner you realize that, the more peace you'll have. Because if you don't have patience, you're gonna be anxious. You're gonna make quick decisions. They're not gonna be wise decisions because you want what you want today. And unfortunately, men and women, good things, absolutely. I believe good things absolutely come to those who wait. I believe you got to get up and get it. Absolutely. You know, you just can't sit there talking about I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to put some work behind that faith. But patience is, I would have to say, out of the three, I would say patience has really been the toughest for me. But I'm grateful because I learned a lot about myself in that waiting. And you know what, Sam? And it's hard for adults. It's hard for children. It's hard for so many of us because social media plays a big part. You know, because it's sometimes the first thing a lot of us touch when we wake up in the morning. Me, first thing with me is prayer. I'd be like, thank you, Lord, for waking me up. Thank you for watching over my children. Hopefully they're, you know, blah, blah, blah. Amen. That's the first thing I do no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to, you know, that's just something that I do. But I had to tell myself, like, a lot of times when I would get on there, and I would hear people say it all the time, like, you know, and I'm not just speaking for you and I here. I want you guys to listen to me too. You know, they would say, you know, you can't see what someone else is doing, and they're at day 100, and you expect for, why am I not there? Why don't I have what she have? Even with my books and stuff, I'll be like, oh, I'm working so hard. I do this. That's real good. Blah, blah. And I can't put oh yeah, oh, I know I need to do some, I need to go, I need to blah, blah, blah. It's just, I mean, it's right there, you know, but that's not what
That's so
God has
good.
for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's not my journey. That's not what's supposed to happen for me. So I had to really take that and place it where it needed to be placed within Miko, because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
they may be at day 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Literally really started just pushing these books last year of April. You know what I'm saying? In April. So now I'm here. I'm only have a year under my belt and really just telling people about these books. Now, these books have been written a long time ago, but I would just be like, here, y'all, you know, blah, 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 you know, because I just know,
Mm-hmm.
like we said, so, you know, quality is good. I mean, quantity is good. You know, people getting, oh, you know,
Right.
like you said, you're happy with the little stuff you get because you can handle it.
Yeah.
You can fulfill the
Yes,
orders.
ma'am.
Help the people. They
I
get
could do it right.
and that's the same way with
Mm-hmm.
me. I'm comfortable, you know, but do I want more? Can I
Mm-hmm.
get more? Yes, but I got to, oh, Lord Jesus. And this is another thing I was going to do with Cheryl, one of my sisters, girl, like the literary sister, like I'm telling you, Cheryl brings so much business my way, Sam. And I was talking to God about this the other day, and I don't want to get emotional because I'm just a big crybaby lately because I just be so happy. Like, girl, like he's a
Love it. I love it.
and sometimes you just don't trust him. Why am I crying?
I love it. Cause he good, girl.
Yes, he's just so good. And you just
Cause
gotta
he
trust
good,
him. And
girl.
then it's just like I'm trying so hard and I want so much. I work so hard. And then it's like he's giving it to me. And even last night, even when my friend, like she had to call me, we on the phone 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. She like, you know, we just trying to figure some shit out. Like, cause and God is just so good. Girl, wait, I don't even know why I'm going off into that. But listen, I said that to say, like, you have to like go at your own pace. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't put somebody could be watching this right now and thinking, oh, we finna start out, we finna do this. Cause I see it all the time. Even with streaming, I see people, I'm like, oh, so now you, like I see certain shit that people do and I'm like, oh, okay. But you can't put yourself and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this and that and expect for it to flood. Like it takes time. Girl, like I'm going all over the place. Can you take the floor? And I'm gonna come back to my point, but I just didn't expect to get like sidetracked like this because I
It's all good. It's all good. We got to come back and talk about Cheryl real quick because she sounds like a major blessing. I got somebody like that in my life. I have a client. I have a client in ATL, and he literally sends people my way. Like I'm like, wow. All of them say, yeah, yeah, such and such send it. Well, why did he send them? I was like, dang, that's what's up. Like I'm working on our third book with him. Well, his third book. We're working on our third one. Like, but he sent me like people who wouldn't who could not have, let me put it this way, people who were looking to publish, you know, he sends them to me, we link up, we do what we need to do. And I feel so blessed because my prices have gone up, right? But I feel so blessed and thankful for the business he sends me regularly that I give them the same price I give him. And I tell them straight up, I was like, listen, oh, that's who sent you? Oh, okay, all right.
yeah.
Well, you get the special price
Yeah.
because I appreciate him and I appreciate you for going off of what he said.
Yeah.
You know, from what we were able to accomplish together. You want in? Okay, no problem. And so I have a Cheryl in my life. That's her name, right? I got a Cheryl in my life.
Yes, yes. I mean, thank you for bringing that back up because my mind started talking about
It's
Cheryl.
all good.
I feel like she's a blessing because she not only blesses me, she blesses so many of us. Like
Absolutely.
it's a couple of other different authors too that reaches out to me. You know what I'm saying? But Cheryl,
Mm-hmm.
I know that Cheryl reaches out to them same girls. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like, you know, and then but it's so many of them, so many podcasts that she done sent me. Girl, I can't appear on them.
That's what's up. That's what's
Interviews that she sent to me as a flood. I can't even appear on these things, girl. I'm just so happy to have somebody like that. She sends
Amen.
everybody's way. And I'm like, Lord, if I get some money, I'm gonna bless this lady.
I know that's right.
I'm gonna bless
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, oh, I gotta put that reminder in my phone. She just published her second book, right? Her and her sister. And I'm gonna just get it. You know, I don't have time to read anything right now, but it's gonna be on my shelf. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I
That's
tell
what's
people
up.
when I'm out there trying to sell my book, they be like, baby, I don't read. you know, blah, blah, blah. And then if I give them, I'm like, just put it on your shelf. You never know. You're going to pick it up one day and you bored and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I get their ass, girl, and they'll go on and buy the book, you know. And then, girl, blah, blah, blah. I ain't finished with it, but I started on it. And they get to talking about the characters and shit. So I know I got their ass. But
so you know they read it, yep.
Yeah, or do you read something? Because what you talking about too much, you saying too much. So I know that you read it or something. But anyway, but as far as with Cheryl, like she sends so much business my way. But like I said, like I can, you know, I don't appear on so many things, or I don't do certain things because I am working on rebranding myself and redoing so many things. Like, Lord, okay, I need an audience, I need this, I need that. But all I need is one or two. So that don't bother me. I keep bringing that up, and I hate that I keep doing that because it seems like it's something that's bothering me, because it is a bother, but not that deep. You know, this is just something that I'm working on. So that's why it's like that. But just go ahead.
Okay. So in closing, we just want to excuse me. Sorry, y'all, I'm gonna take a swig. I love coffee. I don't know if y'all know that, but drink coffee all the time. But in closing, we just want to reiterate, hey, you got something going on. We don't care what you're doing. You braiding hair, doing nails. We don't care. Your food truck, selling hot dogs. We don't care. Like, people need to know that you have a legit business. First, you want to make sure you're a legit business. Make sure you're straight with the state, because you know there's a lot of haters out here who want to get you shut down. Make sure you straight with your state. You registered, you know, correctly. You know, you're paying your taxes to the state. You know what I'm saying? After we do all that, after we're legit business, get your stuff out there. Get yourself out there. You got to be open. You're gonna be uncomfortable. You know, this is a whole new territory. You're going to be open. You're going to be uncomfortable, but you need to be open so that you can receive what's out there for you. There are people, like, whether you believe it or not, there are people out there who are waiting to just hear from you. You know, for in some kind of way, you solve a problem. Whatever business you have, it solves a problem, and your people will know you when they see you. Communicate. If you need help, listen, reach out. Me and Miko, we're here. We don't know everything, but we know something. And if we don't know, we damn sure gonna find out for you. You know what I'm saying? And point you in the right direction. So ask, and you shall receive. Like, open your mouth. Let people know where you need help. You don't have, there's nothing to be ashamed about. At least you're trying. You know what I'm saying? And then last but not least, you gotta be patient. You know, you just gotta respect how it goes. You know, and I like a point you brought up earlier. What you really don't want to do is be so busy paying attention to somebody else's grass. Oh, that sure is green over there. Wow, their yard sure look nice, man. I love to be over there, man. They got it going on over there. Meanwhile, you neglecting what you got going on. But like Miko said, you don't know what all went into that. A lot of times you don't even know if that's real. You don't even know if that's legit. But that's another story. Let me back on up out of that. But what I will say for you is, you back on up out of that. You know, that ain't none of my business. I'm just saying, you just never know what's going on. A lot of people got a lot of stuff going on, especially lately. But we're not going to worry about that. What we're going to worry about is what we're going to do. We're going to worry about that even though we might be on day 30, you never know. Day 35 might be your day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It might be your day. So you got to work. You got to keep your hands busy on what you're doing and do it to the best of your ability. And guess what? It has to work. Sooner or later, you put your best foot forward. It must work.
And guess what? And if you do just really have a relationship, and I do mean to keep bringing Christ in it.
I know that's right.
Listen, because after all of that, because they're gonna have to do what you just said, Sam. Because like you said, it's gonna eventually pay off for you. But the hardest, one of the hardest part is going to be trusting and believing when it's hard to trust and believe.
Honey,
that's gonna be one of the hardest parts, even when you got it all together, even when it seems like it's coming forth, even when it ain't coming forth. That hard part is trusting and believing in that thing that you can't control.
Yeah, because it's gonna look like you made the wrong decision.
Yeah.
It's gonna look like you went down. It's gonna look wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna look wrong. It's gonna look like you messed up, like you missed a step. You're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna cry. You're gonna want to give up. You're gonna want to cuss people out. You don't want to just give up. You don't walk away. But that's part of the process.
That's
part of the process. Part of the process, baby.
That's it, guys.
It's building you up, baby.
That's it. Listen, take heed.
That is it.
Take heed.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. And then share with us your tips. Yeah, let us know. What you've gone through, what you're struggling with. You know what I'm saying? And we'll share together. We'll share what all we know. We share with y'all. Y'all share with us.
Oh, can I
We
say this
all win.
before we end?
Yeah,
Because we kind of end, y'all, because I got so emotional with Cheryl. And if you have friends like that, cherish those friends, guys. Try to
yes.
close to you. You remember how you were saying earlier, this just goes back to, and I hate to keep on, you know, I'm done. I'm done because I don't want to hold them too long, but I just really wanted to say that because that still goes back into having accountability partners, having people that's looking out for you, having people that's going to say your name in a room that you're not in. That's what
right. That support is everything.
and not just for me. That's why I said, oh, I hope she gets blessed. I put her in my prayers and stuff, because to have somebody like that, she do that for so many other people. And I just got so emotional.
Right.
I'm just glad that I'm in the number. I want to be more like that. You know, and I am like that.
I'm telling you, that's
why, because she said that, because you're such a good sister, you do the same thing. You support women. You do. So, hey, I give myself a pat on the back as well. You know what I'm saying? I give you a pat on the back as well. I give all of us who's trying to work together to do those things. So I just really wanted to throw that little nugget in there to get you a Cheryl or get you a, you just got off the phone with your accountability partner.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man. It's real. It's real.
Nothing messing me up today. I'm gonna be crying all day and happy tears. I hope I don't eat nothing. I'm about to make some black eyed peas and cornbread. I'm gonna cook today. Sorry. Go ahead, baby. I'm gonna have me some fun. You know what? And I'm gonna do something different because I gotta lose weight. Okay, I always gotta cook.
I love it, Mingo. That was funny to me. I don't know why that was funny. That was funny to me. But to your point, Cheryl is already blessed. You know what I'm saying? Is already blessed, and that's, listen, and she's just like, I don't know, she exemplifies an aspect of God. You know what I'm saying? Because God is good, you know, and it's always gonna go back to God. He's gonna always get the glory. I'm thankful for Cheryl. I'm thankful for YDD. I'm thankful for anybody who said anything about First Book Club Publishing. I'm thankful for anybody who's ever showed up to the Collard Green Festival. I'm just a thankful soul because I understand that you didn't have to do it. You know, you had a choice. You didn't have to do it, but I appreciate you. I really do. So that's all I got in closing. Thank y'all for tuning in to us because you didn't have to show up. You know what I'm saying? We thankful. Absolutely. Thank you. And we'll catch y'all next week.
Yes. See you guys.